What's up, gentlemen? So today I want to tell you a few things that I wish I knew before using this product. I've been using the pump now for over a year and I absolutely love it. The product that I chose to use when I started doing my research was the Bathmate, all right? For those of you who missed all the other videos that I did, I'm going to link to the first 3 videos down below. My 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day review and results. Now, before I get into this video and actually go over some things that I wish I knew before I started this journey, I just want to let you know that if you are somebody that is struggling with confidence, or you're just insecure about your size, or even if you're normal, or even if you're big and you just want to be bigger, this product works 100%. Not only that, they're going to give you like a 60-day money-back guarantee if you don't enjoy it, if you're not satisfied. If you are interested, guys, I'm going to have my special link down below. If you go through my link, you can actually grab one for the Alpha M deal and discount. You're not going to get a better deal anywhere else on the web. You've got the Hydro Max, and the Hydro Extreme. This is the Hydro Extreme, and this is the one that I would recommend. Like literally, the other ones are good. This one's great. Don't even waste your time or money on the other ones. This is the one you want. But if you go through my link, guys, you're going to get it at an incredible deal and discount because I have partnered and teamed up with Bathmate. But that being said, there are some things that I feel like you should know before you actually go down this road. The thing that I noticed, and that's something, I guess the first thing I wish I knew before I started. All right, the main thing that I noticed was thickness or girth. I did gain about 3/4 of an inch on the length, but I gained a lot more than that on the thickness. I literally have like a pretty thick one now, and I didn't before. And the good news is that women prefer a thicker one versus a long one. And really it's about biology, right? When you think about the depth of like a vagina, it's only like 5 inches deep, all right? But what happens is if you're not thick enough and you're not filling things up, that's where a lot of the issues arise in terms of her not being satisfied. Like literally, after my first use, I noticed a difference. But I also noticed that I injured myself, which is the second thing I just need you to know. The second time I used this, I was a little overly aggressive and I injured myself. What injury? Basically, my foreskin swelled up. That went away after a few hours, but I also had some mild bruising and some like little like red dots, which also went away, but it scared me a little bit. It didn't deter me though. I just knew that, okay, I'm gonna let my shit like chill out for like a day or two, and then I'm gonna try it again, and I'm not gonna go as long, all right? So here's the deal. Real quick, in case you guys have never heard me talk about this, the way that you typically use this product is you take it in the shower, you let yourself like get warmed up, you stretch it out a little bit, and then you fill it up, put it on with the ruler side like facing you, and then what you're gonna do is basically pump it up. And what's happening is it's basically going to suction, right, a bunch of the water that's in here out. And what happens is it basically is pooling blood into those like spongy chambers in your wiener. Over time, the more blood you pull into it, it stretches it out and basically allows it to have more blood on a regular basis, making it bigger and thicker. The biggest difference, like I said, that I noticed was it was thicker, a lot thicker. The length, about 3/4 of an inch. The other thing I need to mention is about sex, all right? And this is something I wish I knew ahead of time. A lot of people, I think, have the misconception that when you get this, you basically, you use it, you pump it up, you get out of the shower, and then you're just like big, and then you go hit it. Well, for me, I would recommend waiting 3 to 4 hours after you actually use this before you go for it. And the reason is because right after you use this, if you try to get like Big Al like hard, he's not going to be as like rigid. It's typically almost going to be like, it's hard to explain. It's almost like spongy feeling. You're not going to have like a good hard like erection. It's going to be a little bit more like semi. And so if you are going to be having like a date in the evening, I would use this like earlier in the day, like 3, 4, 5 hours ahead of time before you actually go out. Don't just like pump it up and go for it. Now, some dudes will, but for me, I have tried it and it was not exactly the best situation. Anyway, so back to usage. You can injure yourself, and so you got to make sure you take it slow. Another pro tip I'd like to give you, because they talk about wear it for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes and then take like 2-minute break and then do it again. All right, what I do is I basically bring my phone like in the shower with me with the timer. That's how I know like how long I'm wearing it. All right, it's basically made it a lot easier as opposed to just trying to wing it, because when you've got it on, especially like when you're starting, it feels like an eternity, right? And the other thing you want to do is don't overdo it, right? It's got this little ruler, which is really cool to see like how big you actually are, but don't try to like push it too fast too soon. It's a marathon, not a sprint when it comes to this. Something else I wish I knew is that it's not weird and dirty to want to be better. I think of this product and making yourself bigger like I do any other thing that you can do to be better, feel better about yourself, or look better. It's self-improvement, right? You got skinny, noodly little arms. What are you going to do? You're going to go to the gym. You're going to do bicep curls to pump those bad boys up. Same thing goes for your wiener. If there's something that you can do that's natural and not risky, because that's the thing. There is risk to this. But in terms of the other enlargement options, in terms of like lengthening surgery or stretching or, you know, any of like the pneumas, the implants, like there are some serious side effects with those other things. And the other reality is that most people that go down that road with the lengthening surgery and the pneuma, which is actually like a silicone sleeve you can have implanted, or like fat injections, right? Most of those people that get that aren't actually satisfied. Most people that use this, like 90% of the dudes that actually use the Bathmate, are satisfied after like 1 month of their junk because it's bigger, it's thicker, it's heavier. And that's the other thing that I noticed is that, and this is gonna sound weird, but it's like literally I'm holding somebody else's junk. I know that sounds weird, but it's literally like I've got somebody else's like thing on my body. Now, it's becoming a lot more normal now because I've been doing this for literally over a year, and now I'm just trying to maintain. I am not trying to like get bigger. But that's the other thing I guess I wish I knew before I started, and that is you got to keep using it, or I should say you should. Now, if you stop using it after like 3, 4, 5 months, you will keep some of your gains. But like anything, right? Like going to the gym, like doing bicep curls. If you want to keep them, you got to keep going. And that's the other thing. You don't need to use it as much, but for me, I'll use it 2 to 3 times a week for about 10 minutes in the shower. I still enjoy using it. And that's the thing. It's fun. It's fun to use. And for me, it's been such a game changer in terms of my confidence that I still literally look forward to using it. And I've maintained like literally like all of my gains. The other thing that I didn't expect when I started using it is not only am I bigger, I last longer. And that's something else that I am really, really happy about. Because, you know, one of the things and issues that a lot of guys have is the premature action, right? Well, this actually helps, or at least it helped me like big time with that. I lasted longer. And the other thing is the quality. I wasn't prepared for how hard and good it was going to be. Like I never had a problem like getting him up or anything like that, but you know, sometimes he wasn't as like hard and firm. Well, after using this, it's like a rock and it gets up like super quick. And that's the other thing. It has helped me be better at being good in the bedroom. The other thing I wish I knew sooner before using this thing was that it's not dirty or perverted. And I think that's one of the big things that a lot of guys need to get over. In their head, they think, oh, it's perverted. Only like weirdos use it. No, dude. Dudes that want to feel confident and have a bigger member and satisfy their partner better, that's who uses this. It's not weird, it's not dirty, it's not perverted, none of that. It's just simply self-improvement. It's to make you a better man. It's about you feeling incredible about yourself. And I guess really that's where I want to kind of wrap this video up. I wish I knew before I started using this how amazing I would feel after using this. Because if I had known, I would have started using this when I was literally like in my teens. I wish I had this product when I was young. Back in the day, I was always thinking about it. I was always worried about my junk in terms of the size and if it was satisfying them, even though a woman would be like, yeah, it's good and all that. In the back of my head, I was used to seeing what these dudes looked like on movies, right? And that's one of the downsides to porn is that you see these guys that are mythical beasts and it's not reality. And so I was always insecure. And so I wish I could have started using it a long time ago because it would have taken away this insecurity and just allowed me to be more present in my relationship and more present when I was actually in the moment. It also would have made me better because I could last longer, which is another byproduct of this tool. Anyway, guys, I just want to do this video and tell you a little bit about just some things that I wish I knew before I started using this, or some things that I've learned since using this that have really made an impact on not only my junk, but also just my mentality, my confidence, and my life. Because when you feel good about yourself and you're not weird and insecure about something like your penis, a lot of things get better. And that's something that I know for a fact that a lot of you guys, regardless of your size, regardless if you're technically average, I know that a lot of you are insecure because of the views of the videos that I do talking about how to make it bigger. I'm not alone in this. I know that. And so I figure with this platform, it's something that I can do just to shed light on something that doesn't need to be weird. It also doesn't need to be like something taboo that nobody talks about. I just feel like it's important for people to talk about things like this and not make it so like weird and like hush hush and only something that you discuss on Reddit threads, right? I wanted to do this video just to share with you my experience. I have thoroughly loved it. My wife has thoroughly loved this product, and I want you to check it out. If you're interested, if you're somebody that wants to make it bigger, hit that link down below. It's going to give you a discount. They also offer you an incredible money back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied, you can get your money back. Guys, you don't need to be insecure anymore. You also don't need to risk your health doing something weird or dangerous in the attempt to make it bigger. There's something that is natural, that is safe, that will absolutely make it awesome.